growling and you're hungry. Literally insane in the membrane. Like, those were weird, really weird things to me to learn. Or like, listen to this. So your heart is like this ball in your chest, right? And there's nerves, and then a bundle of nerves. And so your heart goes lub, dub, lub, dub. Really, it's lub, dub, lub, lub, dub, lub. That's how your heart beats. Oh my God, I think it's like ferociously raining out. That's how your heart beats. So the way it beats that way is it has a node at the top called your SA node. And your SA node fires a signal. And that signal travels down the sides of the heart, down these nerves that are surrounding the heart, and hit these nerves at the bottom of the heart that are called the Purkinje fibers. And the Purkinje fibers make the bottom of the heart squeeze blood out the other side. Like, it's literally a brain of its own. It's got its own little nervous system that runs all by itself. That's why you see people like can rip the heart out and go, Kalima! And it'll like beat for a while. That's real. Like, your heart will beat outside your chest. Wow. We're getting hit with such a gnarly storm right now. Cool. Mountain weather's weird. Purkinje? Oh my God. I remember it ends with a J. Purkinje. J-I think. It's like all phonetic. P-E-R-K-I-N-J-I, I think. That's just like one of the really weird words I learned. Like, that was really cool to learn about. Various cultures have a propensity for alcoholism, a higher propensity of alcoholism, not because they're just genetically proponent to being an alcoholic, but because historically they got alcohol last. So like people that aren't alcoholics, Europeans, Northern Europeans, mostly Russia, Scandinavia, Europe, the UK, things like that, they've had alcohol for the longest. So they have the highest tolerance genetically, but Native Americans and African Americans and Eskimos and Aztec Americans and Mexicans, they got alcohol. They discovered alcohol last. So they have a lower tolerance, so they're much more likely to become an alcoholic faster at a younger age. That was really interesting to learn. Like, it's just all has to do with kind of history, you know? Just interesting. The Asian blush is legit. It's actually like an allergic reaction to alcohol. So a lot of people who have Asian Asian descent will actually get something called the Asian glow, the Asian blush, but it's literally an allergy to alcohol, and it's all of their capillaries massively dilating so that all of the capillaries at the surface of their skin become really big and fill with blood, turning them really, really red. But it can make them really sensitive and break out in welts and be itchy and shit like that. So it can be a sensitive, or sometimes they just glow. Stajan, I learned it when I was really young because we lived on a Native American reservation, the Itchylium Reservation in Washington State. And almost every single person I knew that was a native, their parents were alcoholics. And I was like, Ma, I literally came home one day, I'm like, they just drink. Like, they always had, like, you know how when you walk into someone's house and they usually always have like a box of cereal on the counter or something? They always had like a case of beer, like a case of Coors Light or a case of Miller or something. And it was always just ripped open on the top, and they were just feeding out of it like soda. And we like read about it, and she taught me about it. She's like, it's literally just like, it's the travel of the creation of alcohol. If a culture's had it for longer, they have a higher tolerance. Their liver is more used to it. I know, I'm watching it right now, Scott. It's fucking cool. The trees are blowing sideways. It's dope. I'm digging it. I love storms. I literally just said I love mountain weather. It's so interesting. It's so cool outside. Really? Yeah, Native Americans have a huge problem with it. And this is a huge, I mean, if you're a Native American in chat, please, I'm not trying to be offensive in any way. Correct me on anything I say that's completely wrong. But on the Itchylium Reservation, if you were at least a quarter Native and you could prove it, and you lived on the reservation, they would just pay you to live there. So every month you got a stipend of like $3,500 just to live there. So nobody worked ever. you were also given a house. They would just build you a house. And this was America's way. This is like this is America's way of saying we're so sorry for being horrible to the natives. But if you live on your res, we'll give you free shit to stay there. Like, but it's supposed to be like, it's not supposed to be a way of chasing Indians or Native American people onto the reservation. It's supposed to be a way of preserving the Native American way of life. They were trying to do a stimulus because all the native kids were leaving and not learning the native languages and not learning the native cultures or anything like that. And the older generations were freaking out. So they were like, hey, will you pay the kids to stay and then be part of the culture? But it's created this horrible culture of alcoholic parents that don't work, do nothing but sit at home and drink in their free house with their free cars. They break down cars and just like leave them in the parking lot. They literally have yards full of cars. It's horrible. And they're all raging alcoholics. And they do nothing. And so the kids don't give a fuck. In school, they don't give any fucks. They don't do anything in school. They just get themselves expelled and they don't care because they'll just get paid to live there. Like, it's this horrible, horrible cycle. Horrible cycle. Just so do we, man. It's been 80. It's been like 100 degrees this week. It was beautiful earlier this week. And now it's literally torrential sideways rain outside. I can see it. It's quite exciting. If my internet goes out, you guys know why. All right, where am I? I am right there. So we're going to go north. Get whatever the fuck tower is going to be up there. Yeah. Hola, Spirit Dick. What up, Guinea Pig? How are you? I want that to cool down the city. It is very nice. And also, I love it because right when my yard is on the brink of being too dry, I swear to God, Mother Nature knows and she rains here. Like, I don't water my yard. I don't water anything because I don't want to waste water. I'm very worried about water conservation. It's kind of part of my OCD. But I swear, I'm like, God, the yard's getting kind of crunchy. Boosh. Torrential downpour. And my yard will be fine. And my tree will bloom and it will be gorgeous. You just got to be patient. And Mother Nature does what the fuck she's supposed to do, you know? You know? Don't you know? I'm going to fly to that. Wait, that's Ruta over there. What's over here? This is Takakorik. What's that? Ooh, I hear thunder. Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening me, Galileo. Galileo. Dude, Guinea Pig, I swear to God, people will water their yard even if it's cloudy and looks like it's gonna rain here. I watch my neighbors do it. It's so shitty. Not that I'm judging, but like part of me judges so hard. I try so hard not to judge, but like, where the fuck is your common sense? You realize our world is running out of water and it's a finite resource, right? No, because nobody fucking thinks. Your kids aren't gonna have no fucking water. Flint, Michigan is not an isolated incident, you motherfuckers. Everybody's like, we don't live in Flint, we're safe. Sure you are. They're trying to kill that piggy. Rude. No. What? My neighbor washes his car in the rain, but with the rainwater. Okay, so that's okay. See, Scott and I were talking earlier this year. He was like, I'm going to help you get some rain barrels. Because that's what I want to do. I just want to water my garden with what already rains here. Because we get these torrential downpours like this. This would have been a lot of good water for my yard. I drink tap water. The tap water, I get really nice tap water, actually. I feel pretty fortunate. I've never actually lived anywhere that had terrible tap water except Seattle. Seattle's tap water tasted like chlorine. Like, they put a lot of shit in it. I feel like I need to snort. You might have heard thunder. There's nothing going on in the game. There's no thunder here, but there's definitely some hardcore thunder going on outside. Pashoises. I'm going to go this way. Hallelujah. Oh, God. Hallelujah. Name the game. Yeah, our tap water's great here. Finland does. Ours is really nice too. I've never had one complaint. It's been wonderful. I need to stop using this wonderful fire sword before I kill it. Do I have a heavy duty that I can slam shit? I mean, I guess this. Oh no, don't do that. I shouldn't complain about Seattle's water. It wasn't terrible. It just definitely smelled like chlorine. Underground. Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Galileo, Galileo Figaro. Oh, you're singing thunder. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Thunder. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Not a bad choice. Galileo. I like Queen better, but I'm old. What a bitch. I should take a picture of it. Wait. Oh, or just kill it. Catherine. Is there anyone down there to murder? Probably. Should we try anyways? Yeah. Come on. I think someone tossed these at me one time when I did this. Oh! A Karok! I did it! Give me your poop! Oh shit, and I just pushed another fucking rock down there. Karok, run! Oh bitch, run! You're gonna die! I'm sorry! As you wish! Was it really off base? Please correct me. Just saying, I understand you think they have money, but they def do not, and their struggles aren't something you just miss on them. Please correct. I don't want to be offensive. I totally am open to this. No offense to you, but my family doesn't deserve... No, I'm speaking from personal experience from the ones I, lived near. I lived on this reservation. That's why I tried to say I'm not generalizing. The Native Americans I lived near, I witnessed it with their kids. They would breed and they would have kids every 5 years, so they would get a bigger check and they would continue having checks. One of my friend's parents, literally, she got knocked up and wanted to have an abortion. Her mom locked her in the house to try to prevent her from having an abortion. She tried to lock her in the house to keep her so her pregnancy wouldn't go too far. Or pregnancy would go too far, so she couldn't get an abortion, so they could get more money. I'm just speaking from experience from the Native American people I grew up around. For absolute fuck, I would never generalize that, and I so don't want to be offensive. Please, for God's sakes. Oh God, please don't let me. I completely understand that. And it has nothing to do with their race. I'm more talking about the cycle from what America's done. No, I'm talking about what our government's done to them, too. Also, I don't want to imply this has to do anything with the Native American race as a whole. The alcoholism, the alcohol was just something we learned scientifically, cultures, not races, cultures that developed alcohol later have a propensity for alcoholism. But America, these ones I knew, they would get these enormous checks. I mean, I know people that, because they're Native American, they just claim being a Native American and they got checks. It was a Blackfeet Indian that I dated. Blackfoot Native American. Blackfeet. Because there's a difference. I learned that. That is a really good song. Did I murder the Karok? I don't think I did. Please tell me I did not murder the Karok. But absolutely, I'm talking from personal experience, just the reservation I grew up on, the friends I had. That is what their parents did. And our government does it. They what's the word I'm looking for? I hate that. It's pro fucking Christ. I'm saying the wrong word. Hi, Garrett Bobby. How are you? Propentiate. I want to say propentiate or but that is not the word. Perpetuate, for fuck's sake, thank you so much. Our government perpetuates this evil cycle by, instead of just, you know, letting them have full rights as human beings, instead we are like, here's some free land, and if you live on it, we'll give you money and not care about anything else. Like, our government does it. Perpetuate, thank you. For fuck's sake, that word was so stuck in my brain. Thank you, Hex, I appreciate that. But for no fucking reason is it because of their race. Oh god, no. Race has nothing to do with the way you live your life. Your skin color has nothing to do. Maybe your propensity for being an alcoholic just because your liver can't handle it. I don't know if that's real or not. I did, however, work in a hospital, and I had a lot of natives that were so young would come in, and they were like, one girl, she would come in regularly, like every couple of months we would get her in, and her liver and her pancreas would shut down. She was such a raging alcoholic already. And she lived on the reservation, and she was a native, and her family was like, this is just what happens to some of the young people. And I was like, that is the saddest thing. But I don't think it's because of their race or anything. I think it's because of a perpetuated culture America has done to them. Or, you know what I mean. What are these plants? Can I collect these? No. Our biggest atrocity towards Native Canadians was the residential school system, basically a network of church-run schools. That's how ours was on our on the reservation I lived on. It was the same. Basically a network of church-run schools where they tried to assimilate them rather than teach them about their culture. It was a terrible time, and they were beaten and tortured. That's exactly what we did. That's exactly what happened in America, literally. It was like missionaries would come in and be like, oh yeah, we'll fund a school for you guys. And of course the native cultures would be like, well, we'd love to have a school and have our people educated. Little did they know that came at the price of severe, like, religious fear and indoctrination and horrible, I mean, I could go on forever. Let's not trash. It is awful. I mean, that's how the school that was on our reservation that was the closest to my house was a religious school. It was like a Catholic school or something like that. It's horrible because it also is crushing Native American culture, which I think is heartbreaking. Any culture that is crushed is heartbreaking. But there's so little, like, I watched specials about, like, Native American cultures in Alaska because I lived in Washington and we were really close. It is cultural genocide. It absolutely is. That's the perfect word for it. It is cultural genocide. It's disgusting. I watched a special about these Canadian Eskimos, or not Canadian, Alaskan Eskimos or Alaskan Native Americans. And they were talking about the percentage of people in their village who actually know their native language. And it's like 2%. Like, literally just this older population knew the language still, and that was it. And they were trying to have they wanted the younger generation to learn the language and carry on some of their traditions. But the younger generation wants to go to college and move away and, like, be successful, you know, and, like, you know, be big and go do something important. And it's like, it's heartbreaking because how do you tell the younger generation no? Like, of course you want your child to move on and be greater than whatever they want to be. Like, not greater than, let's just say be whatever you want to be. Of course I'd want my child to do that. But at the same token, I don't know. I'm American. We have no fucking culture. Like, what's my culture? I risk losing nothing by doing anything. So I can't even put myself in that place. It's sad. I'm about to die. I need stamina. Jesus Christ. Moral of the story, I did not mean to offend in any way anyone. I take back anything I said that was pointed towards the race having anything to do with alcoholism. Just like culturally and landmass wise, people who, you know, created alcohol last tend to have, it's kind of like, this was another cool study that had to do with diet that I found really interesting when I was in school. So they did this study on Mexicans in Mexico, like Native Americans. So basically Mexicans, the race of Mexicans, what I was taught is it was from Spaniards coming over on ships, coming to South America, fucking the Native Americans in South America. So like Aztecs and the Pueblans and just Native Americans of South America. And that created like the Mexican race. It was a mix of the Spanish and the Native Americans. And that's where you got the Mexicans. And so you can I forgot where I'm going with this story. Oh, so we were studying the diet of the Native American Mexicans way deep down in deep Mexico. So like way the fuck down in South America. And their indigenous diet before anyone came, before Spaniards came, was very carb based. It was like making bread, making fry bread, eating salad and fruit and tropical fruit and sugary things. And it was very, very carb based, little to no fat. So they would eat all day, like they constantly grazed, and they were very mobile. They lived like these very mobile, on their feet lives. They were constantly walking miles a day to go places, to harvest things or whatever. And then when the Spanish came in, the Spanish brought pork and meat and pigs. They brought invasive species of pigs and wild pigs and whatnot. And adding these fats and these proteins to the diet of the Native Americans of South America, fucked up their diet and made them get fat. Like genetically, their rib cage started to change. So instead of being a thinner, lither, more Native American species, like not species, but skeleton, I guess, they started getting these barrel chests because of the fat buildup, visceral fat from the fat they started eating. Like, it's really interesting if you look at like geographically where you come from and how your diet is different, and just the lifestyle you live and how your diet is directly integrated in that, I guess. Does that make sense? Like, people in colder places tend to eat really, really high fat diets because they need lots of fat on their body to keep warm in the winter. Whereas people in tropical diets tend to eat really high carb diets because they're on the move all day long, but they don't really need that high fat storage because it's a warmer climate. It's really interesting. I love learning that stuff. I don't ever mean to offend anybody. Please fucking slap me in the face and correct me with anything if I'm ever offensive or wrong. Mexico is an interesting example, as the northern Apache tribes in Mexico got rolled into Mexican civilization. Their culture no longer exists separately. That's really sad. You know what I learned was, this has nothing to do with people, but speaking of South America, I guess in South America and in like the southern parts of North America, we actually had a type of like panther, like some sort of giant wildcat, and we fucking killed it all. We made it go extinct, but we had like a really cool looking panther that was local to our area. Makes sense. When it's negative 40 C, I don't want a salad, right? Me neither. Like, I want a thick fatty stew when it's cold outside. But it's warm out, like, I'll have some pineapple. Like, I don't really want anything like super heavy. All right, Cookie. Enjoy your walk. I have my pug down here. Just pass the fuck out. Wow, I climbed to the top of this because I thought there might be a Korok. There is not one. That's the tower I want, though. Guess we can just fly there. Let's do this. Hiya! I'm the same. In the summertime, I don't eat very much because when I'm hot, I don't like to really eat. I drink a lot of just water and like fluids in general, but eating, I feel nasty. Those are some awfully lined up apple trees. Wonder why. There has to be a reason. There's no way that was random. Look at that volcano. Did anybody ever do a volcano project when you were a kid? I did not. I don't even remember if I ever attended a science fair in my life. I always saw them in movies, and I was like, why don't I have a science fair? You fucking goat, bitch! Give me your meat. How dare you come near me? I'm just kidding. I feel bad. I really like goats. I wish they weren't, like, semi-aggressive. This makes me want to fire up Breath of the Wild again. I think I finished it, but there's DLC now. I don't know. Is there DLC to this game now? I mean, even without DLC, it's pretty damn good. But I don't know. That's a good question. I did. I ended up setting it on fire. We never had a science fair again. You know, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't want to run out of stamina and then fall to my doom. There is? Oh shit. 2? Oh shit. I didn't know there was already DLC for this game. Fuck yeah. Thank you. Is this like a special place? There's a reason for everything. Why is there no one here? Ugh. There's the tower. I see you, baby. Shaking that cone. I mean, that's pretty dope. I'm excited. I didn't know there was DLC for it, but that makes me really happy. Because the game is some dope shit. What is that? Hello, Papa? Should I try to kill it? I went to college, prep, high school for 4 years, and we were forced to participate in every science fair. Oh, that's really sad. To be forced, that's kind of how I felt about every single, like, what were those things schools would do? It wasn't a fun run. It was like a day. It was like field day where they would have a bunch of sports and everybody could go try sports. Like, but they would force you to go try all the sports. Kill me. Worst day. For someone who just wants to stay inside and play games, worst day of the year. And I hated being forced into it. That was some shit. What could I hit him with that would just be like violently loud? I could perhaps... Nope. Don't have any fire arrows. Weird. I could just fucking hit him with that. Sports festival? I hated the sports festival. It's raining. Don't waste your glowy stick. Oh, I'm dry bar. That's great. I think the one science class I ever had, we like went and poked our fingers and figured out what our blood type was. But that was it. That was like the end of that. The end of that. Is he a real person? Or is he a... Oh. Hinox? Wait, is that the guy I beat before? In the daylight? Wait a second. Wait a second. Should I shoot him in the eyeball? This is the guy from the darkness. Hold up. Hold up while we heal up. I miss science labs, to be honest. I was always very fascinated by anything in a science lab. I hated doing theoretical stuff like paperwork and just math. Math was shitty and boring. But scientific... You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, actually doing something physical was always really cool. Oh, got him. Eat something for your health, you dumbass. Don't rush this. I was homeschooled. We did shit like chicken bones and Coke and growing a plant. Dude, I wish I was homeschooled so much. I begged my mother to homeschool me. Begged her because my education was such a joke. Literally a fucking yoke, man. Did he just cover his fucking eyeball? What a jerk. What a jerk. He keeps covering his eyeball. Yep. No. Don't go down. No, you're so stupid. Run! Fucking Christ. I got him. Oh my god, I killed him. Oh my god, I did it. Holy shit. Holy god, I did it. A Hinox toenail. A nail obtained from a Hinox. It's as thick as a plate of armor and can be stewed with critters to make elixirs. Cute. Bananas? Thanks. That was pretty dope. I did not. A durian? Gross. A toenail. I don't really need any of that. Traveler thing's not the best. Cool. That was fun. I can't believe I actually beat it. Save, bitch. Save, you dumb hoe. That was cool. I can't believe I know. Why am I collecting toenails? Nobody knows. The Hardy Truffle definitely looks like a little poop. So we're going... I want to go to that. I'm opening up these maps, man. I can't tell if I hear thunder, if I hear a ghetto blaster outside. A ghetto blaster, for those of you who don't know, is a person with very loud bass in their car. We used to call them ghetto blasters because the only people that would play them that loud were people that were not afraid of them being stolen out of their car. I would not play mine that loud because that was like a death sentence. I mean, someone would hunt my car down and steal my stereo system. Bastards. I'm gonna kill this dude. I couldn't kill him before. I'm gonna kill him. Once upon a time, you were difficult. What does Summer say? At least you died to the best. There's no lotus seeds. Oh, bitch. Really? They are not smart. A ghetto blaster was a whole different thing. Oh, no shit. Oh god, am I saying something terrible? Was it like a boombox? Yeah, I can't tell if it's thunder or just a really loud car outside. I don't want to hear your music outside your car, man. It's just not my thing. I can't harvest this one. Can I swim up that, maybe? Nay, sir. Not good enough. That's kind of cute, though. Like that little guy just sitting in a little pond with some flowers. A boombox! Yep, I had a boombox. I didn't carry it around on my shoulder like the cool kids, but I definitely had a boombox. Wow, that was a dope move I did not mean to do. My mom called and wants me to go on a date on the town. A big audio system? Boombox or the ghetto blaster? Yeah, it's just someone who has like a huge audio system that I can feel inside my house when they drive by. Like, I don't want to. I don't want to hear your music. Unless I'm in your car and then I'm into it. But if I'm not in your car, I don't want to hear your music. Goes for any of y'all. I'm gonna get this tower. Ooh, I'm gonna crush those rocks. Woo! Hiya! I had a boombox, but it was like 3 different parts. So it was like the middle part and then the 2 speakers, and they weren't connected. Like you could kind of put the speakers a little farther away because they had their own plugs. Does anybody remember those ones? That's what I had in my room. I didn't have like the... What in the cock? There we go. How come I missed that fuck up there? That doesn't even make sense. Oh. Good hit, Catherine. I killed him in the dick. I fucking killed him in the dick. I killed him by shooting him. Inside his penis. That was beautiful. Right in his penis. You all saw it. It happened. Get out of here. With your nonsense in your fucking head. Get out of here. Geen thick. Oh, look at all those bokoblin bits. Shot in the fucking dick, man. I fucking took him out. Right in his penis. Y'all saw it. Proof. Not even on purpose. It's just like it was meant to be that way. Oh my god. Oh, the link won't work. The link won't work and I don't know why. Fuck me. There we go. I know. Ooh, durability. Oh, fuck. Of course it is. Of course it is. Why would I keep my inventory empty? Because you only give me like 4 slots. It would be unwise to keep. Look at that. You literally give me 4 slots. Why would I keep my inventory empty, you fucking idiot? Of course I do. Duh. Okay. Where'd the tower go? Am I underneath it? Yes. Tower. Going. Let's do this. Oh, a rock. Were you gonna shove that on me, bitch? Too bad I fucking killed you first. Moron. Wow. This is so high up. Why? Oh, shiza. Okay. Well, that was easy. That used to not be as easy. Later. Sick. Let's go set the world on fire. Arrows! Good. I'm in constant need of arrows. Quite literally. Literally kunst. Oh, I'm gonna die. Let's take care of these little health boosts. What's up, B? What up? Oh man, did you just fly off a cliff to die to your doom? Darn. Maybe that one will work. Oh my god, that is beautiful. I think I had one very similar. I think like we as a family had one. I think my brothers and shit used it more than I did. And then when I asked for one for Christmas, my mom got me the one I had, where it was not one you would carry on your shoulders like the cool kids did. It was the one that was like stationary in your room. And she was like, why do you need to carry something like that out? It takes 1,000,000 batteries anyways. And I was like, Mom, I just want to be one of the cool kids. And she was like, no, absolutely not. You're a nerd. And I was like, hey, here we are. Here we are. She would not let me be a cool kid, and yet she complains that I play video games for a living. What a fucking conflicting life we have. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day. I would like to go out and play. Rain, rain, go away. Oops. You're dead. Alright. Hiya! Fuck me. Oh my god, we almost went down. I hope this doesn't, like, We're not gonna slide down this because it's raining, right? Because that would be some shit that I have to just like wait through weather to complete a necessary part of the game. Almost as bullshit as making me, you know, be timed in Majora's Mask. I remember it, Nintendo. Still hate it. Hold it against you. Majora Mask was a beautiful game. Why'd you have to make it to timed bullshit? Anxiety. Cheers. Climbing the Grand Poop of Doom. Oh, I see another tower over there. Maybe we should go to that one next. That one. Perhaps. Perhaps. Oh, fuck me. Not literally. Do I have anything for stamina? Oh, thank God. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have jumped. Slow and steady wins the race. I like how Link just like squirts sweat out of his head, though. That's cute. It's a nice addition, Nintendo. Thank you. The head squirting. It wasn't realistic without it. My immersion. Hallelujah. I wonder if I could get that as a soundbite. Hallelujah. Nope, that's not what I want. All right, Strike and Ram, I'll see you later, Honey Bean. Yay, map time. Give me that map, B. Squirt my iPhone. Scanning. Bum, 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 bum. Regional map extracted. Dope. This game is pretty dope, man. I'm entertained thoroughly. Let's see. We're here. All right. I think we did. We've opened up every map where we've like actually found shit. All right. All right. We've been streaming for 8.5 hours. I just realized. So I'm gonna call it. Holy shit. What up, Vampy? Squirts on an iPhone. Jesus. Now I'm gonna be responsible for all these squirted on iPhones. What am I gonna do? I need to burp. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Hallelujah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate you as always. I love this game.